So 2 days ago, I sprayed the sealer on the car, let it sit overnight, and then yesterday about 9 in the morning I got out to the garage and sanded the entire car, all the sealer with 5 and 600 grit, just taking out any dirt that was in the sealer, any orange peel, and then untaped the entire car, cleaned it really good, and then retaped everything. I finished spraying about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, so 12-hour day, but it was worth it. I'm really happy with the results for having done all the work myself and painted it in the garage. I think it came out really nice. There's obviously some dirt in it here and there, but I'll be sanding and buffing the entire car, so it's all gonna come out anyway. But I'm really happy with how it came out. I love the color. Almost every time I post in any of the forums, I have a lot of people asking me what color it is. It is not Highland green. It's actually a 2019 Audi color called Sonoma green that was recommended by my buddy Matt Small. I'll get over here to the paint can and I can show you if anybody else is interested. This is the mix. That's LX6R Sonoma green. I was using DuPont. Well, it's now Exalta, I guess, Chroma base. The entire bottom of the car, if you haven't seen any of the other videos, is base clear as well. I don't know if that's going to show up too good, but I did everything base clear. Bottom of the hood, bottom of the trunk. I did not do the inside of the trunk because it's going to get a full interior kit with carpet and plastic, so it'll never get seen anyway. Dash and door panels, I decided to go with a semi-gloss black. I thought green would just be too much. I have a wood grain steering wheel for it. Electrically wise, the car's all wired, it runs. Actually had pulled it out of the garage under its own power a couple of days ago for the first time since the early 80s when it was crashed. The only thing I have left to do is just terminate the ends of the wires for my plugs for headlights, taillights. Decide what I want to do for a horn yet. I haven't mounted one, I haven't bought one yet. I don't know what I want to use or where I want to put it yet. Wheels and tires I have. I'll get this thing back on its wheels today, get it off the jack stands. These are not Harbor Freight jack stands. These were Craftsman jack stands, so no worries there. There, I don't know if it'll show up in the video too well, but you can see the sun hitting it. There's a lot of gold pearl and metallic. It's just a beautiful color. Now the fenders are just sitting on there. I still have some alignment work to do to get my gaps the way I want. The doors are pretty much there. I'm happy with the way they sit. I'm thinking about doing a satin black, like GT350 style decal along the bottom of the door. I'm not sure what I would have it say on the fender yet, but if you got any ideas, put them in the comments. I'd be happy to hear. That's it. I'll probably let it sit about 2 weeks or so before I start sanding and buffing. I've already done the bottom of the hood and the bottom of the trunk. They're the last two big pieces to paint the top side of. I need to block primer and get them sealed. And then just a couple little things, the front and rear lance, the hood scoop inserts, and the little trim rings for the headlight. Otherwise, everything else is painted now. The fender and quarter extensions, you can see I spaced them out enough that I could paint them with the car. That way I definitely get the same color, texture, all that stuff, but I spaced them out. That way your paint rolls down into these edges so that when it is put together, you don't have any dry edges or any light spots. So as you can see there, I just stuffed some stir sticks in there as I tightened it to make sure it didn't draw it all the way back to the fender. And I did the same thing with the rear quarter extensions. You should just put a nut in between before I drew it tight. That way it would leave me a nice gap. That's it. Be sure to subscribe. I'll be posting a lot of videos as I start putting this thing together and get it done. And I'm really excited to do a reveal. Now this is my car, but I am building it to sell it. But Doug, the gentleman that I bought it from, he actually bought this car in the early 70s, 72 I believe, and then he sold it to a family member in 1980. 1984, a family member crashed the car and it got parked out in a field, and then the family member passed away and they decided to get rid of some of the cars they had sitting out, so Doug took the car back and put it in his garage back in 2012, and then I bought it from him in 2018. So I'm really excited. I've been sending Doug some pictures along the way, but I told him last week after I had the sealer, or after I had some primer work done, that I wasn't gonna send him any more pictures. He's not gonna see it again until it's done. Now, he only lives about 15 or 20 minutes away from me, so I'm really looking forward to maybe getting a hold of his wife and just kind of staging a surprise and showing up at the house and picking him up to take him for a drive in the car. I'll make sure to video his reaction, post a video of that so look out for that one. And thanks again for all the nice comments and shares and likes and everything, and I'll just keep plugging away on it.